Today we are rebuilding the most northern club in Europe, Tromsø. A club that have finished just above the relegation zone in the Norwegian first division last season. And so today we are stepping in as rebuild Sombrero, as the season in Norway hasn't even started yet. But today it is time to make Tromsø the most northern club in Europe, the best club in Europe as well. So as I'm recording this, there are -5 degrees in Tromsø. Very, very cold, and it is going to be a cold rebuild as well, as we are only going to be allowed to sign players from northern countries. So Denmark, we have Sweden, we have Norway, of course. And of course both Finland and Iceland completing the Scandinavian peninsula. What I'm first doing here at Tromsø is kicking out the first scout and hiring 2 more. We only got 1.8 million, as you can see on the top right. So I'm going to have to be smart, using Mats Lund as our first scout. He's a 3-star scout. We are going to upgrade them, of course, over the course of this rebuild. I'm not so sure. Yeah, also this Yevgeny Govorov from Russia as our second scout. And that's how we are rolling for the moment. We are sending the first scout, this Norwegian scout, to his homeland for 3 months to only look for, say, defenders. The second one, again 3-star from Russia, goes to Sweden to look for goalkeepers only. Having a look at the squad in general, we do have some talented players. Jerto Dahl in midfield, only 18. We have the 21-year-old Gudal. Some talented players, even the striker, where is he? I found him before. 1 second. I think it's this one, yes. This Romzaska, he's also a talented player, 19, a striker. I've only clocked this now. We of course start the season in January of 2024. So we've got half a year more than in a usual rebuild. We have started off by selling 4 players actually. One for 1 million, Vegard Erlien, the striker, to Sion in Switzerland. Jesper Dengstedt Robertson goes to Sligo Rovers. We have Simon Thomas goes to Harrogate Town, and Anders Jensen to Alanyaspor in Turkey. With the 4 million we've got, we can maybe buy another decent scout. I am looking for one. I found exactly the guy, Artyom Tam, 4-star, 5-star scout, 3.2 million, well invested. He will go to Iceland for 3 months again to find us wingers, left and right. That's already it for the first transfer window. Let's see how we do in the summer. I have, by the way, also opted for the counter-attacking style of play with this Tromsø side. We've actually already found a couple of interesting players, some from Norway, some from Sweden. Goalkeepers, 4 actually, 1 left back and a centre back. I'm gonna promote most of these. We found 3 more players, 2 from Iceland actually and 1 from Norway. Sigurdur Bergvinsen looks like the next big thing. 1662 rated, he gets promoted right away. The other 2 are staying in here as they're only 15 right now. Can't do anything right now in July, as we've only got 65 million in the bank. We are also, how can I show you this? Sitting in last place on 6 points, 0 wins, 6 draws, 6 losses. We are not in a great spot right now. I've even sold Jakob Haugard, our first team goalkeeper, just to get in some funds, 620k. And so I'm going to send 1 away to look for wingers, as we're now using wingers in our formation, in our newest formation I'm going to show you. That's the only scout, by the way, I'm going to send away, because otherwise, again, we won't have enough money. That is our newest formation. We don't have a right winger right now, as Kamoes, the striker, is playing there. Bergvinsen, of course, from the youth, is the left winger, already starting. Otherwise, we have 3J, our only goalkeeper right now at the club. The others have been loaned out. So let's see how this goes. I've even sold Mika Koskela to Sarpsborg for 700k. We are now up to 900k in the budget, which gives us the opportunity to send away the other 2 scouts again as well. For 3 months, I'm going to look for Swedish, let's say centre-back, right-back and left-back. And for Finnish CDMs, season 1 with Tromsø is over and we are finished in second bottom. Not great, only 5 wins in 30 games, 10 draws, 15 losses, 25 points, just ahead of HamKam Football. And Bodo Glimt are the champions on the other hand, the runaway champions, 11 points ahead of Brann. The Norwegian Cup goes to Viking of Haugesund. We've already been knocked out in round 1 by Molde, great job. What I am, however, more interested in is the growth of the young players in this team, like Jakob Robsas, who is up to a 65, 15 goals for him, 5 goals and 3 assists for 16-year-old Sigurdur Björkvidsen, the youth academy player. Let's have a look if there are any other youth academy players. Yes, Henrik Gunnarsson, up to a 58, 14 games played as well, 2 clean sheets. I've also loaned out a whole bunch of players, and I'm going to continue to do so in the upcoming season. As you can see, the Youth Academy is playing an important role in this rebuild. I'm going to buy more players, but with the money we have right now, we weren't allowed, at least in the first season, to buy any players of any kind. I am again promoting some players like this Ellingsen guy, the right winger, he's 16. Haugen as well, probably, as he's also 16. Just like this Nieminen guy, a CDM. Even Vainu, just to get some squad depth in. 17-year-old left back. He's actually converting to a right back as he's right-footed. Philip Lundin gets promoted as well. We've again got in some money by selling Yeltsin Kamoes to the Turkish league, Sigurd Prestmo to Drogheda United, and Tobias Norby to NPC, which is Newport County. At the start of the second season, I've actually got hold of our first signing here at Tromsø. A big centre-back from Norway coming in from the championship. Big coup for us. Sondre Langash coming in from Derby County for 2.5 million. Our front three is already looking quite good. Björkvidsen, Romsas and Ellingsen, who has come new to the side, the Norwegian. Another Norwegian in Langas coming in. He's of course the rock at the back right now. 70 rated, highest rated player. Gunnarsson and Jensen, the only ones under the 60 overall. Jensen the captain, but Gunnarsson of course going to develop further. I'm also going to Finland to find more goalkeepers for the next 3 months. And to Denmark, where I haven't been so far for 9 months, where I don't really know what to go for. Maybe new CDMs and only CDMs, because that's a position we need. Here is my goalkeeper from Finland, Anton Laitinen. 16 years old, 62 overall, 82 to 94 potential, and even Veti is a good keeper, but Laitinen gets promoted right away and is the new starting goalkeeper. He's even got the tag has potential to be special. Wow, that is a great sign. Mission Denmark, though, hasn't gone that well. We have a few CDMs, mostly, though, left midfielders or right midfielders. I don't understand that, and the CDMs aren't really. So, we finished in the exact same spot than last season. 5 wins again and 17 losses again. Brann win the Norwegian Cup over Lillestrøm. And again, we've been knocked out on penalties this time in round 1. However, 2 of my players here, Veti and Sørensen, are ready to be promoted. I'm promoting them right away to the senior team. Especially Veti, 90 to 94 potential, wow. Berg Vinson with 11 goals. Ellingsen with 6 goals from right wing. Not too bad. Edwardson then with 5, but only 4 for Romsas is disappointing. 9 assists, not too bad. We have to give this some seasons here with Tromsø if we want to be successful. Once we get up the table, we will stay there for sure. We're looking one more time for a Danish CDM this time. Still a position where we are in need. We've actually sold 2 goalkeepers because both of them wanted to leave. Trige and Gunnarsson, Veti and Sørensen have gone on loan. Still, we haven't got more than 3 million, so we can't do a lot really. We found 3 players who could be interesting in the future from Denmark. Pedersen, Johnson and Skoff, who is also going to get promoted. Those 2 actually are going to get promoted right away, and then probably loaned out. Sigurd Lundguy, not the greatest of potentials, but he's 64 rated, goes into the senior team as he's already 17, just like this Bertelsen guy, who is converting to a senior. He's made a big leap ahead here into 6th position in season number 3 on 44 points. Bodo Glimt still the runaway champions, but we have done well this season. 11 wins, 11 draws and 8 losses. Bodo Glimt win the cup final of Norway, while 3 standard procedure have been knocked out in round 1. We are looking this season at 14 goals by Romsas, 11 by Berg-Vinsen and 6 and 5 by Ellingsen. The stats are looking better and better. We are seeing clear improvements in this squad. Bertelsen have converted him to a CDM. Skov and Valnø in this midfield. Of course, they are the lowest rated in the team, but they will improve as they're only 16 to 18 years old, all of them. Latinen in goal, 17 already, 71 rated. The most important thing is still the growth of the team, but will absolutely take a 6th place finish in season 3. In our squad, we've got a few very interesting players like Veinö, like Bertelsen. We've also got Hjertodal, who is actually a starter ahead of Skov. Sørensen returned from loan. He's higher rated than Ellingsen. I wanted to loan one of them out, but I didn't manage to. So they will hopefully share the load. We found 3 more players in the youth academy. I was actually looking for centre backs and full backs. Antonsen, Aberg, one from Norway, one from Sweden. The 2 that get promoted right away. Solberg stays here, he's only 14. Left midfielder. It's the end of season 4 and we finish in 4th position. 14 wins, 8 draws, 8 losses. 50 points, 11 points behind Rosenborg. But we have finished ahead of Bodo Glimt, who have had a bit of an off season. Molde win the Norwegian Cup over Kristiansund. And we have been knocked out as per usual in round 1 by Lillestrøm. Jakob Napoleon Romsas is an absolute beast. 18 goals, 11 for Berg-Vinsen and 8 and 7 for Ellingsen from White Wing. Even Krzysztof has played most games at centre midfielder with 4 goals and 3 assists. Looking at this team, we have Langa as the captain. Lund is his partner at centre back. I've put him over Sjervig in the starting 11. Leitin and the goalkeeper up to a 76, just like Romsas and Berg-Vinsen, the highest rated players. The midfield is the weakest part so far, but they've got all the time in the world to grow. 18, 17 and 19 years old. The future is looking bright. 4th in the Norwegian league. That is our best finish so far. And the most important thing is the growth of those young players. We right now have got one problem. 2 great goalkeepers who have both potential to be special. Both 76 rated at the age of 18. And also 2 right wingers who are exciting prospects. Sørensen is the higher rated one. But Ellingsen is there as well. I'm gonna probably loan one of Ellingsen and Sørensen, as well as one of Leitinen and Veti, probably Veti out. So the only business at start of season 5 is loaning out Ellingsen to Mainz and Veti of all clubs to Atletico Madrid. Let's see if he gets that. Yet another season 5 in the books. We are 2nd place, only 6 points off the title. That is closest we've ever been, so far at least, from the title. The Norwegian Cup goes to FFK over Odds, BK. As per usual, standard procedure, we've been knocked out in round 1 by Sarpsborg. As you can see, we've also been playing in the Conference League playoffs in like the qualification stages, but got knocked out by Hibs. That's why our manager rating is absolutely shit as well. Jakob Napoleon Ramsas with 18 goals, 17 for Sørensen up to a 78, 79 rated Berg-Vinsen with 17 goals, 8 assists, and even Skov coming from centre midfield with 6 and 5. I mean, we are close to winning the league title. We are also close to qualifying for maybe the Europa League next season. We'll have to see. But still, the most important thing is the development of those youth academy players. We are going in for a new player here at the start of this season. A new centre midfielder, 17 years of age. Will be a backup to Skov. It is Mats Jakobsen coming in for 2.65 million from Lausanne-Spor, Norwegian. After selling Vetle Skjervik, Jens Ertodal and Philip Oprea, we've now got around 8 million in our budget. A lot of money after signing even Jakobsen. Looking at this squad and what we could improve, we have Lund who returned from loan. He's 71 rated right back. We have Nadla Lund who is 72 rated at centre back. Both of those are still showing great potential. Sørensen is still the right winger. Björk Vincent and Romsas 80 rated. Latinen 81 rated. What we could probably maybe look to improve is either a bit of squad depth, because I really want to let those players grow as they are. Who I am though still bringing in is a new centre back who is only 21 years old. I didn't even know he was existing. Coming in from the prestigious Udinese, it is Akon Volden, a Norwegian centre back, 3.5 million. The Jakobsen guy before, the centre midfielder, was, by the way, Danish, not Norwegian. Leo Kornic sold to Havre AC for 2 million because, of course, Lund returned from loan. Lund on the right back spot, Norheim still the left back, Langas and Volden the new centre back duo. Bertelsen, Veino and Skov still holding down the midfield, and same starting striking force as well, with Veti who returned from loan now as a backup goalkeeper to Leitin. I'm really excited to see who will play out of those two. Hopefully one will get those. Enough. 6 losses have been one too many, as we have finished 1 point behind Viking and Molde in 3rd position. That was a really close race, but we have come short in the end. And after 6 games in the Conference League, where we have qualified this time, we haven't lost a game, but we have won also only 1. We have drawn 5 games here. 17th place so far with 2 games to go. We aren't secure in the top 24 at any stretch. Of course, we don't win the Norwegian Cup as Molde win that over Bodo Glimt. I mean, we just cannot pass the first round here. We've been knocked out by Kristiansund on pens. This season we are looking at 32 goals by Sørensen, who has really stepped his game up, 20 goals by Björk Vincent and only 9 by Romsas. That is a bit disappointing, I'm not gonna lie. We have really improved. Look at the front 3, even look at the midfield. Still between 19 Skov and 21 Veino, a fantastic team. Norheim might need to get replaced at one stage, so will Langas. But for now, this is how we are rolling. Another season of so close yet so far, 3rd in the league in the Eliteserien, 1 point behind the first one. Still, we are on the right track. At the start of season 7, we go in for a new left back. 22 years old, a Norwegian again, of course. With a Norwegian side, that is normal. Bringing in Tor Knudsen from Sporting Charleroi in Belgium for 6 million, plus Runar Norheim, who goes the other way. With Knudsen, who is only 22, 76 rated, we've really strengthened that team. He's the +4 upgrade on Norheim. And that was the final piece in the jigsaw, probably. I don't know if he will hold down until the end of the rebuild, but it is a good start here. In the end, we've actually made the semi-finals of the Conference League before getting knocked out by Stad Rennes. 4-3 on aggregate as well. We have beaten teams like Leeds United in the quarterfinals. We've even beaten Shakhtar Donetsk in the round of 16 and Randers FC in the playoff round. I mean, a great European. And finally, we are the Norwegian League champions. Only 3 points ahead of Rosenborg in 2nd. 10 draws were still too much. And oh my, we haven't made it out of the first round ever. Like, that is what it felt like. But we've won this time the Norwegian Cup. That is a great achievement. 2-0 over Oslo, KFUM Oslo. We've also qualified yet again for the Conference League, and this time we finish in 1st place. 6 wins, 0 draws, 0 losses. That's what you love to see. Look at the overalls of those guys. 86 rated Romsas with 29 goals. 25 for Sørensen with 86 rated as well. 86 rated Björk Vincent with 21 and 12. Not too bad. We just look at the overall of those players. The three up front are 86 rated. 79, 80 and 80 or 79 rated midfielders. We have a 78 rated left back, a 78 rated right back and 2 77 rated centre backs. We have an 88 rated keeper, the best player in the team. I think next season we'll have a shot at Champions League football. That's at least what I think having finished in 1st place gets you. But yes, so far we are still in the Conference League. Let's see how we go. Can we go one step further than the quarterfinals we reached last season? As our first player in, our only player in as well, we've signed Anton Aberg, who has the potential to be special. For 10 million we've got hold of him from Bournemouth. We now have Ellingsen, who returned from loan, back at the club, giving us a lot of strength on the bench. The centre-back we just bought, Aberg, has been loaned out to Valencia for 1 year. Simply with his 74 rating, he wouldn't have got into the first 11, and it's too much damage to not let him play for one whole year. In this season Conference League, we've reached the semi-finals before just about losing out to Athletic Club after beating the likes of Shakhtar Donetsk, and in the round of 16 Lask 6-1 on aggregate. We have beaten both Karabakh and Djurgården, 4 wins in 4 games to qualify for the Champions League, where we are facing the likes of Bayern Munich, Young Boys, Slavia Praga, Dinamo Zagreb, Girona and Chelsea, as well as 2 more teams that I can't see yet, but it seems like doable Champions League campaign apart from the first 6 games in the Champions League. We are actually sitting in 11th spot, just 1 point off the top 8, which is crazy. On the other hand, for the first time we've won the league by a landslide. I mean, it's not the first league title, but the first one we've won by a long margin. 13 points out of Viking. Eivind Sørensen is an absolute menace. 40 goals and 9 assists. Bjørn Jensen with 22 and 10. 16 then for Ramsas with, I mean, again, little bit less than last season, but we're gonna let it slide. We've, by the way, also finished in the quarterfinals of the Cup. I didn't show you that. It wasn't anything too special, but champion of the Norwegian League. We'll probably play Champions League football again next season, but we are still, of course, in that competition in the 31-32 season. Just having a little look at this side, it's an absolutely brilliant one. Leitinen at the 91. The only 2 that are really giving me a little bit of a headache are Langash and Volden. Lund and Knudsen are developing nicely, so is the midfield and the striking force we don't even have to talk about. In the end, we have finished in 20th position because we have lost the final 2 games. And I can show you we lost to Man City and Juve by 2-1, 2 goals to 1 in both games. And now we will face Barcelona in the playoff round. Let's see how this will work out. The first Champions League knockout game, playoff round against Barcelona at home. It's a 3-2 win. I wasn't expecting that. Romsas, Bergvinsen and Sørensen, all 3 of our front 3 have scored. And the draw in the second leg has put us through to the round of 16, which is quite crazy. Sørensen with the equalizer. How are we facing Crystal Palace in the round of 16? But oh well, first at home, it's a 1-0 draw. Doku scored for Crystal Palace. Lund gave us the equalizer. Can we go to the quarter-final in our very first attempt to win the Champions League at Selhurst Park? It's a 3-2 win. Bergvinsen, Sørensen and Jakobsen with the goals. 4-3 we win on aggregate. Massive scalp. We are facing Stade Rennais in the quarterfinals. A bit of a surprising opponent. First away from home, and it's a 2-1 loss. Santiago Jimenez with a brace. We are about to get knocked out, but still quarterfinals. Can we make a comeback happen here at Alfheim Stadium, at the most northern stadium in Europe? Yes! Oh my god, 2-0. Christensen came on for Romsa scored, and Sørensen scored as well. We are off to the semi-finals of the UCL. 3-2 on aggregate against Stade Rennes. Crazy. Would be crazy if we reached the Champions League final in our first attempt itself, but in the semi-finals it is Real Madrid standing in the way. Coming to Alfheim Stadium, to Norway, and it's a 2-2 draw. Still everything to play for in the second leg. Bjørgvinsen with an important equalizer just before the end of the match. It all comes down to this. Real Madrid against Tromsø in the semi-final return leg. And we win 4-2. We've qualified for the Champions League final. How crazy is that? It went to extra time. Sørensen with a brace, Bertelsen and Bergvinsen. We are 1 step away from finishing off the Champions League here with Tromsø, from finishing off the rebuild, in fact. In the Champions League final on the 29th of May 2032, we will face AC Milan. Of course, we're only at the halfway point right now, not even at the halfway point of the Elite Serie. We've won 8, drawn 1 and lost 1. 25 points, 5 points out of Strømsgodset, who have 1 game in hand, in second. The Europa League went to Dortmund over Atalanta, by the way. And the Conference League, where we failed to win, even though we had good opportunities, goes to Fulham over Lazio this season. However, now it is time at the Estadio do Benfica in Lisbon to face AC Milan with this super team. Great tackle by our midfielder. Here goes Björk Vincent. Look at his pace. Great ball now into Romsas, who has got the opportunity to make it 1-0 after 13 minutes to Tromsø. Great counter-attack out of the textbook. And we are taking the lead against the big powerhouse from Milan. Great finish by our top striker, by Napoleon. Milan trying to respond right away. This is Savinio turning our defenders. Now Carrizo, shot deflected and it's a corner. This is Knudsen, our left back. Knudsen going now. Can we instigate another counter-attack? This is a good ball into Romsas. Again, we've opened them up quite easily. Romsas! Oh, could have been 2-0. Should have been 2-0 as well. Now Liberali has gotten a little bit of space here. We make a big foul on the right side. Could that be a sending off? I certainly hope not. That would be really bad. At this stage of the game, it's only a yellow. I really like this team. I like playing with them. They've been really strong defensively so far, these guys. But here, as I say this, we've got opened up and nearly concede an equalizer. There's a difficult, good opportunity actually for AC Milan here. On the free kick, it is Kulusevski or Carrizo to take. It gets deflected though. Here is Dejan Kulusevski taking on our defense up against Knudsen, who defends him well. Still a chance though. And we get it away somehow. Great save by our keeper. Sørensen now. Sørensen going past the defender. Still Sørensen. Great ball. This is the chance to decide it. What a play and what a finish by Romsas. But look at, have you seen Sørensen boost past everyone there. Good ball into Romsas. We can only see the finish here. It's a cold finish past Maignan. 2-0. Careful, here comes Savinio. Savinio into the box. Savinio, great save, keeper. This is Knudsen now. Knudsen looking for Björk Vincent, who hasn't shown too much, but he has got some pace about him. This is Björk Vincent, one of the fantastic front three. And now the chance to make it 3. That would have been it. Just before the end of the game, we bring on a few players. Jakobsen. We also bring on, where is he? Ellingsen for a great Sørensen. Free kick, Carrizo taking it from deep. No chance, it's already nearly lapse time here. This is Jakobsen. Can we make it one final counter-attack? Ellingsen, he has got the legs. This is Ellingsen. Still Ellingsen now into Björk Vincent. Maignan saves, but that's it. The game is done and dusted. And Tromsø, the most northern football club in Europe, have won not only the Norwegian League back-to-back, but also the UEFA Champions League. In the first time of asking, we have defeated AC Milan, we've defeated Real Madrid before. We've also defeated other teams. A very difficult run to the final. But we have done it, due to a brace by Romsas. A fantastic team we've built by only using northern players, only players from Norway, Sweden, Denmark, Finland. That is how we have done this, and even Iceland, of course. But lads, I'm going to leave you alone. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, then please, by all means, consider dropping a like on the video, subscribing to the channel, and also tell me in the comments what you'd like to see next. I'm going to say, until next time, in a couple of days. It's been Sombrero. Have a wonderful rest of your day. I'm out.